I made React Native Brightside Auth, which is a library for you to plug and play into your React Native projects to do some authorization, not authentication. We don't care who you are, we care what you're allowed to do. And in the case of any apps that I write, I have certain standards that I want you to adhere to. In my case, I would like you to have Mr. Brightside installed on your phone so I know you're a trustworthy person. So this is what that library does for us. It will detect if you have Mr. Brightside installed on your phone through Music or Apple Music, and it will presumably allow you to enter the app if you have it. So of course you can do whatever you want with the actual library that I provide, but the primary use case is not allowing you to use my app if you don't have Mr. Brightside, because that's right off the bat sketchy. I don't want that. So of course we've got some helpful documentation. You might notice the import statement says import Brightside Auth from React Native Health Kit. That's not a typo, but we'll get to that later. So you can just, check, make sure you have permissions, check if they have Mr. Brightside, and play it. And you can stop playing it, but that's not recommended. So we have a few configuration options that we take as well when you set it up. You can pass in what artist and title you want us to check the song for, and we'll completely ignore it because the correct answer is Mr. Brightside. So we have a few use cases here. We would suggest it in banking apps, stocks, HIPAA compliant applications, anything where you really want to have some trust. And of course, the Killers app, they don't have one, but if they do, we should add them on Twitter. Like if they get one in the future, we'll have to just keep up with that. And then of course, why does this library get installed as React Native Use Health Kit? And it's because I stole their code and just changed it. So thanks to that person. And before I give you the demo, we just have to ask the question, why does this need to exist? And the answer is, I don't know. Why is Mr. Brightside still in the UK charts? Which I hope it is, because, okay, good, that's good. Or else I made this website for no reason. So just a quick demo here. So on the iOS simulator, it actually doesn't have access to the music library at all. It doesn't even have that concept. So you do not have permission to use the app, which that is, if you can do whatever you want and lock them out whatever way you see fit. But this is my recommendation. Just express to them how disappointed you are in their choices. But on the case that you're using a real phone, let's see if I can pull it up on mine. Time player here. Now, playing the song would, of course, be optional, but once again, strongly recommended. And in fact, it will always play by default, unless, of course, you're connected to Zoom and running through QuickTime, in which case there's no audio on the iPhone. You have to get a second iPad out to display to actually provide the sound for you. So you're welcome for that. So that's all I've got for Brightside Auth. Highly recommend it for any sort of apps, but specifically managing your Dogecoin here. Which is a screenshot that I had to genuinely ask my brother, do a stupid picture of your Dogecoin stock, and he actually did. So big thanks to him. That's it.